Sir, can you really be going into Jerusalem at this time?
I was wondering why everybody seems to be coming away from the city.
Have you not heard? Where have you been these last few days?
I'm on my way in from Cyrene. What have I not heard?
About Jesus the Nazarene. How he tore into the money changers at the temple.
Good for him. It's about time somebody did.
You don't seem to understand. He has embarrassed the high priests, the Pharisees, the whole establishment, and they're planning to cut him down.
Everything I've heard about this Jesus of Nazareth is good. Healing the sick, teaching love, not law.
There seems to be no doubt he is a different and true man of God, the best there's ever been. That's why they're afraid of him and have to get rid of him. So be careful when you go in there. The whole city is bristling.
Thank you, sir. I'm sure Jesus is safely out of the city by now to continue with his good work.
No, it seems they've captured him. One of his own has betrayed him. Can you believe that? And they plan to hunt his followers back to Galilee, or worse.
I've heard someone call you Simon. Aren't you one of that man's disciples?
I am not. Now, if you don't mind, I'm trying to hear what the high priest is saying to him.
Tell us who you really are and what power you claim for your miracles.
I have spoken openly for all to hear. I have always taught in the synagogue and in the temple, and said nothing in secret. But why ask me? Ask my hearers what I taught. They know what I said.
This man said, I have power to destroy the temple of God, and in 3 days build it up again.
How do you answer this accusation against you? In the name of the living God, I now put you on oath to tell us if you are the Messiah, the Son of God.
The words are yours. Moreover, from this time on you will see the Son of Man sitting on the right of the Almighty One, and coming on the clouds of heaven.
Blasphemy! He has blasphemed! You have witnessed the blasphemy, all of you. What do you say?
He is guilty! He has to die!
We cannot put the blasphemer to death under our laws, so let's get him over to Pilate.
See that fellow over there, warming himself at the fire. He's the one who cut off Malchus's ear. Not so brave looking now, is he? Come on, let's get a look at him. Hey, didn't I see you in the garden with him?
I don't know what you mean. I swear I do not know that man.
You are surely one of this man's disciples. Your accent is thick out of Galilee.
What if it is? I do not know him. Where are they taking him?
Hey man, it's only a rooster's morning call. No need to scurry off like that. Hold on. This seems to be getting serious.
What accusation do you bring against this man?
If this man were not a criminal, we would not have handed him over to you!
Take him yourselves. Judge him according to your law.
We are not permitted to put anyone to death under our law.
Why should you want to put this good man to death?
Because he says he's king of the Jews.
Are you king of the Jews?
Do you ask this on your own, or did others tell you about me?
I'm not a Jew, am I? Your own nation and chief priests have handed you over to me. What have you done to deserve this?
Behold the wood of the cross, on which hung the Saviour of the world. Come, let us worship. Behold the wood of the cross, on which hung the Saviour of the world. Come, let us worship. Come, let us worship.
My kingdom is not from this world. If my kingdom were of this world, my followers would be fighting to keep me from being handed over to the Jews. But it is as it is, because my kingdom is not from here.
So you are a king?
You say that I am a king. For this I was born, and for this I came into the world, to testify to the truth. Everyone who belongs to the truth listens to my voice.
What is truth? I find no case against this man. But you have a custom that I release someone to you over the Passover. Do you want me to release for you the King of the Jews?
No! But Barabbas! Yes!
Barabbas? The bandit? The thief? The rip-off artist? And what am I to do with this Jesus, who is called Christ?
According to our law, he must die, because he has claimed to be the Son of God.
I heard you come from Nazareth, but where do you really come from?
Strange. He is not answering such an important question.
Are you refusing to answer me? Surely you know that I have the power to release you or to hand you over to their law.
You would have no power over me if it had not been given to you from above. That is why those who handed me over to you have the greater guilt.
If you set him free, you are no friend of Caesar's.
Anyone who makes himself king is defying Emperor Caesar.
Can you believe that? The Gov is ordering the release of that vandal. Ouch. Heck. Pilate's having Jesus the Nazarene flogged. Strips of blood oozing from his back. And the soldiers weave a crown of thorns and put it on his head. And they're dressing him in a purple robe, mocking him. And look what they're doing now.
Look, I am bringing him out to you to let you know that I can find no case against him. Here is the man, wholesome, innocent.
Crucify him! Crucify him! Crucify him!
You really want me to crucify your king?
Away with him! Away with him! Crucify him!
We have no king, but the emperor.
Away with him! Away with him! Crucify him!
There's Pilate washing his hands. You know what that means.
I am innocent of this man's blood. It is your responsibility.
Can you believe it? They're taking him away to be crucified. And they haven't really found him guilty of anything.
Hey, stranger! You! Get over here and help this man with his cross.
Are you Jesus of Nazareth? This is awful. You're bleeding all over. Dying on your feet. Does anyone have a towel?
Did you see that? The towel, when it touched his face. A glow, almost like a flash of lightning. Those women. That one in the middle seems to be his mother. She must be broken-hearted.
Our Father has been a walk to Mugroke. Oh, Nisa, oh no, Hanig meir bale, Ilorov Novich. Is Gaugila error go kin shiv mugrake nisa no the tale kin hagin murkwin mi chakrava is a nation unmakin akhelu in a toya nisa am priat kaheni akhrasa orin is
Up the hill, the place of the skull. How do they expect him to get up there, even with help from your man? And look who's on either side of where his cross is to stand. Thieves. Not as bad as Barabbas, but one of them is a nasty bit of business. That board at the top of his cross, what does it read? Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews. And now they're taunting him. Nasty.
You healed others, but you cannot save yourself.
What are the soldiers doing with his clothes? Dividing them out between them? And his tunic? Can you believe it? They're casting lots to see who will get it.
So you would destroy the temple and rebuild it in 3 days? Then save yourself!
If you are the Son of God, the Messiah, come down from the cross and we will believe in you.
Even a thief is getting in on the act.
If you are who you say you are, work one of your tricks. Save yourself. Get down off your cross. And save us as well.
That is such a dreadful attitude, Gestus. This is Jesus. He has done no wrong. He doesn't deserve what they've done to him. but we had this coming to us for the wrongs we've done. Jesus, please remember me when you come into your kingdom.
Dismas, this day you will be with me in paradise.
That must be one of his disciples with those 3 women. Huh. No sign of the one who ran away at the crowing of the rooster. Shh! He's saying something.
Woman, here is your son.
Imagine that. Making plans for his mother, and he nearly dead himself.
John, she is now your mother.
It's getting so dark and chilly all of a sudden. Oh, shh. And he's trying to say something else.
I am thirsty.
Whatever they've offered him on that old sponge must be awful tack. He's like a child spitting out medicine. Doesn't like it. See, he's trying to hold his head up. Shh.
Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani.
How about that? A cry from deep inside his pain. Is he calling on the old prophet Elijah? Oh, look at that. His head has dropped. Is he dead?
Since it was the day of preparation, the Jews did not want the bodies left on the cross during the Sabbath, a day of great solemnity. So they asked Pilate to have the legs of the crucified men broken and the bodies removed.
Then the soldiers came and broke the legs of the first and of the other who had been crucified with him. But when they came to Jesus and saw that he was already dead, they did not break his legs. Instead, one of the soldiers pierced his right side with a spear, and at once blood and water came out.
After these things, Joseph of Arimathea, who was a disciple of Jesus, though a secret one because of his fear of the Jews, asked Pilate to let him take away the body of Jesus. Pilate gave him permission, so he came and removed his body.
Nicodemus, who had at first come to Jesus by night, also came, bringing a mixture of myrrh and aloes.
They took the body of Jesus and wrapped it with the spices in linen cloths, according to the burial custom of the Jews. Now there was a garden in the place where he was crucified, and in the garden there was a new tomb carved into solid rock in which no one had ever been laid.
And so, because it was the Jewish day of preparation, they laid Jesus there,